Past time to rock a rolla on the 4 o'clock shadow. Time sure slips by. Woohoo!
Ayatollah the rock and roller.
Ayatollah rocker. Maybe the Gaddafi of Daffy? I don't.
That sure, why
Anyway,
not?
Go back, Devil Flyer. Okay, I've got something to say.
What's that?
I've got something to say.
Alrighty.
Of course, I always have something to say, but this is weird. Okay, so in this trailer, when he puts on his helmet, or actually when he's not putting his helmet on, he's taking it off, and you get to see the face underneath, right?
Right.
I look over to my left in StreamYard, and the demo scene's there, and he's got which is the picture of him. For some reason, that's the thumbnail over on the right, of like the different things, like Doc Blaylock's Damn Dirty Thing is not the title and Smooth Music. It's his character, it's a certain scene, a certain caption, for the ash can, it's like the two people getting scorched by the trident down
Yeah.
skeleton, that's the scene. Well, on the scene of these, both Doc's version with his music and Omer's version with his music, it has him taking off the helmet, right? So his hands are up on both sides of the helmet, and he's lifting it off his face, right?
Yeah.
I look over to my left, and on the demo scene, it's got my icon and your icon right where the eyes should be.
Oh, cool.
Which that looks pretty wild. Maybe I need to make a card of that.
Yeah, I won't be able to see that from my end, I don't yet.
I'm going to get with Omer and say we need to make that. We need to take that still image, and we need to where his eyes would be, just like it has it up here in the little demo scene.
That'd be pretty cool.
Because you got these two round things where he's like, taking the helmet off, and it's got the icons right here, and making it these wall eyes, me and you.
That's pretty cool.
It's wild. Yeah. We got to say hello to everybody before we get into this.
Alrighty.
Ginkgo in the
Carrie,
house. Ginkgo. I don't know. Ryan James, Octagon in the house.
Howdy, right?
Got a Mar V sighting in
Marv,
the house.
good to see
And
you,
then,
buddy.
of course, Carrie. Quite contrary. How does your garden grow? We love you. We wish you only the best every day. You got to see pics of friends, pup. So cute, she says. Pup ripped a massive hole in my top. I don't know what a top is. That's some of that UK speak, code speak.
That's a
Good
girl's
excuse
shirt,
to
Rex.
get new
A top.
clothes, I guess. Oh, her top, her clothes. See, if I would have just
Yeah.
continued reading, sent pup pics to your Insta, Rex. Okay. I dig it. Yeah. When will it be available on Amazon? What are we talking about? Carrie's top? Top t-shirt. Okay. Yeah, we say t-shirt. I say wear it out anyway and have that boob window, like Power Girl.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Omer,
Right, cooking.
eventually, he's probably listening. He hasn't chimed in yet. Oh, when? Okay. So when will it be available on Amazon? Devil Fly. Well, I'll have to get with RJ on that. Still putting it together, everything together. Dillard's supposed to be doing a 2-page spread for me that's going to be in the book. Ryan James is just now finishing up touches of a Bog piece, celebrating 10 years of Bog, which I showed on the Hump Day show last night. But he's even going to go in there and do some gray toning with some Copic
very
marker. Yeah, I said, yeah, by all means, do the shadows or whatever in gray. And he's going to put a little bit more around the tree and make it pop out a little bit more. So he's putting the time in on this. Boob windows are not booby. You might think I'm a dodo. Dodo. Let's just call it a dodo window.
Could call you a blue booby.
That pup kept trying to get my trousers off. Well, if I was around too, I might do that too. Then he went for my top, aka t-shirt. No, he was just trying to get the aka 47 from you.
Sorry.
Oh, they're in the UK. She's just saying also.
Oh, yeah, no shit.
Yeah. But we
she's got is a
when
machete.
we say aka 47. Pup needs some tips about women. Laugh out loud. Yeah. We'll just smother him in love, like around the boob window. Oh, so cute. He'll be happy. He might even latch on. I'm just saying. Anyway.
Yeah, it might be a bad idea.
Take a drink, spew something, have some fun today. I just woke up 15 minutes ago, by the way. Omer's getting a little heavy to carry, He's like, oh, Rex, you left a few minutes that early. And I'm like, yeah, you're getting too heavy to carry. Shut the damn thing down. Everybody's left except me and TJ and Raul. T and Raul, not TJ.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, I left Raul with him. It's like, yeah, I gotta go, man.
What time was that?
I went to bed. It was 1 something, I think. He went for like 4 something hours or more. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Marcus Killigrew in the house. Hey, Marcus. Only did one little head sketch but now I did the I would have done something in watercolor. I got some new watercolor pens and I got these new gel pens though and thought I'd do something in like that would be cool in 3D. If you put 3D glasses on with the appropriate colors.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So I just kind of picked the one at random. I didn't have that planned, and I got this sort of magenta one out, and there's 60 to choose from, so it was kind of fortuitous. So a little bit green in there, worked in, not much, mostly red and blue, or magenta and blue, so maybe that'd pop out, if you put your 3D glasses on. I'm always, do new things, but I got this at the 5 and below, and I mean there's 4 rows of pins there. Look at that. 60.
Yeah, I'm not too hip on the 5 Below art supplies. I bought a big old block of colored pencils. It had got I don't know, like 150 pencils or something. It's huge, like 4x4
Mhm.
block of just pencils, and it's so hard to get any color out of them. You got to rip the paper pressing so hard to get them to do
That
anything.
that's most color pencils. You have to get a softer. I mean, those are going to be the Rose Art type, that are just so hard to use.
Yeah, you
I
can't
know
get
what
no
you
good
mean.
color out of it.
Yeah, yeah.
I like a much
I
softer colored pencil, like the
yeah.
I'm trying to think of the brand, but I like. Um, can't think of it right now. Oh well.
Yeah. Uh, so Carrie sent me a thing on Instagram besides the pup pics.
Right.
Of course, we can look at the pup pics first. That's a
All
pretty
right.
big
Let's see this
puppy.
puppy. What kind of puppy is he? Oh, I blew him up too big.
He looks like he's going to be a big dog when he
Is that
stops
a
growing.
pit bull? Is that a pit bull, Carrie? Face don't really look like a
He's
pit
cute,
bull, but it's got like a brindle coat
right?
on it.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I can't tell.
Maybe this is a better shot. That's kind of a long shot. Looks like a boxer to me.
Yeah, could be a boxer.
There's a lot of English boxers in England. I don't know why that is.
Because they're English.
She also said, keep forgetting to tell you, I know you like my wood burning, but you can get paint called scorch paint. So you paint your design on wood, then you go over with heat from hair dryer or heat scorch, and it gives it the appearance of wood burning. So that's pretty wild.
No, that's kind of cool. I haven't seen that.
It's very yeah, that is cool. So had fun on the Hump Day
You lost
Show.
me,
Of
Carrie.
course,
I
we
don't know
went
what's going
long,
on
and then as
Netflix.
soon as I went in there, maybe to kind of at least I probably was like, well, it's too late really to watch that movie. 28 weeks later or whatever it's called. And I really didn't want to go to bed with that on my mind. So, and then I was
Dale
like, oh,
Marcus
I
and Dale
know
A in the house.
I've got, hey, Dale, missed you last night, buddy. I saw my note where I had to get a haircut at 9:00. And I was like, well, I'm going to sleep right here in the recliner, not go to bed. And that's what I did for most of the night. And then I went to bed after I rested real well in the chair, and I'd eaten something too. I don't like to lay down after I've eaten something and reflux, and so I got up on time, got my haircut, obviously, and so all's good in my world. And then we come home, we basically honked out, after I did some prep work for the show,
Right.
and looked at some things on X before I went to bed. So thanks. I had too much stuff to do. We know, Dale, right? Quit hitting the bottle, okay, dude? Just kidding. Around the house last night and needed to catch up. Yeah, don't get behind on the honeydew list. You may never get caught up. And you know what? You never really do if you got the woman around there telling you, because there's always something to do, right? Lots of blackbirds on Wednesday, Shadowhawk. So I thought of you, Carrie says.
Yeah, that's cool. I just didn't know. I don't know any idea what's going on with Netflix lately. I dropped them back when the whole cuties thing happened. I haven't seen.
Pretty sure it's an American-based seller that created the sales scorch paint. Okay, well, that's pretty neat. And I did not realize, while we're on this topic, I did not realize that those printers don't really print. They sort of burn it into the paper.
Yeah,
Like
laser printers.
is it a laser printer? Let's see. Somebody was telling me it was called something else.
Well, they've also got thermal paper.
Thermal printer. Yes, that's
Yeah.
what it is. Thermal printer. Yeah. And
Yeah,
that's
it
why it
just uses-
fades. And I'm like, well, why would it fade over time? Like your receipts, you tend to fade over time. If it's burned into the wood pulp, of course, it's not very good paper, but that really wasn't an explanation of why it fades. If it's burnt into the paper, you'd think it would stay.
It's not really burnt into it. It's just the paper is coated with something that reacts to heat. So when you put it through the
Okay.
printer, you can put any design you want, make any kind of label you want, and then it'll just print it onto that paper for you. Because when it
That
runs
tracks because you try and write with a pen or something on that receipt, and often
yeah,
it'll
it don't
take
work.
that coating. It won't hardly do anything.
Yeah, and that coating like kind of fades out and brushes away after time, and then your letters on your receipt are gone.
And speaking of coatings, I'm not really going to focus on this too much if I can find it here. It's quite revealing, though. Just have to find it here. Apparently Bill Gates is, putting a coating on, which is legal, authorized. It's not good for you, I don't think. I'm not getting all my reposts. Anyway, putting a coating on vegetables and you can actually scrape it off and set it afire. So
yeah, it's like a super thin wax or something. Almost.
Yeah, it's they done away with the old wax, and Ben Ammett is doing sort of metal etching as well.
Ooh, cool.
I don't know if you've seen any of that. The pick card, and here's another one he did.
I haven't seen the metal ones yet. I think I saw. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, okay. I saw this. I didn't realize that's what it was. That's on the metal card, eh?
And they did a pit card as well, and you probably seen that.
Cool. I saw that one too. I didn't realize it was a metal card though.
Yeah,
That's all right. Now who was doing that?
That's Deathmonger steel card.
Right. That's not Belmont, is it? Who was doing that?
Ben Ammett, Based Art Department.
Oh, Based Art Department. Okay, yeah.
First 10 are promotional at $5 a piece, and then they're $10 after that. So I guess you could put in an order for 10 of them for $5 a piece and sell them at 10 and double your money, or whatever. I mean,
yeah,
might have to do that,
Yeah, that's pretty cool. You could
check out the campaign below and get the card the 29th. So apparently there's a campaign with that. Yeah, I might have to do that. And, get 10 of them and 10 of them made, and
Yeah.
Huh?
Nothing.
Tell me again. Huh?
I was just going to say, if you got, say, 10 of them, you could do a new tier on the campaign, the big box tier or whatever, and just add 10 new ones with the cards. Of course, you got to jack up the price of the tier a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to make a profit with all this stuff, for sure. Even if it's just a modest profit. That's not a bad, introductory type thing. And $10 a card. I think they look cool enough for that. You
Yeah,
know,
I've gotten a few already. I probably got, I
and
don't
I
know,
think
maybe.
you can put them in a top holder. I mean, I know that
Yeah,
metal card that I got from Jason Bascom went in a top holder.
yeah.
I,
They went
uh,
into top loaders pretty easy. Yeah, I
yeah.
got quite a few from CG already. Probably less than a dozen, but somewhere right around there.
Yesterday, 1997, the first episode of South Park aired 28 years ago.
Wow.
26 seasons exclusively on
Seems like
Paramount Plus.
yesterday.
Hmm?
Seems like yesterday.
Yeah, I never watched it, so I've seen a clip here or there. Citizen Ronan says Miss Rainey inspired me to finally get a paragraphy, yeah, wood burning tool. There
Ah,
are lots of things to consider when doing this. The type of wood, type of tip to use, and all the different techniques. Not bad for the first try. It's a piece of poplar from Home Depot that he
hmm.
did this tiger head on. Check that out.
Oh, wow. That came out pretty darn good.
Hmm.
Nice.
Uh, Dropping in like saying, have you all been getting the videos on the next YouTube ID policy that I've been sending?
Yeah, Mike. I got one.
Okay. That was over on Facebook, right? Because he does Facebook.
Uh, yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
I've been checking into Facebook more often, but and I know Mike's usually sends the link and things over there. I don't know. My honest answer is I don't know. I, I haven't t- totally checked that out. Humor moment of the day. Do you get it? Thought this was hilarious.
It's definitely different. I can't.
Pedro Pascal
Is that who it
doing
is, Pedro? Okay.
yeah, with the mustache. Yeah.
I was trying to figure out, who that was.
Hmm. Not a bad likeness, resemblance.
Yeah.
Let's see. There is a button over on X. I know there is where it's like all my posts or something. I hate that I repost stuff that I want to share and it doesn't show me everything that I post for some reason. Hence limiting me on what I want to share.
Limiting you. I hate to be
Dr.
limited.
Mask, we've had Dr. Mask on, howbeit it's been a while. Retro Elixir art contest. I'm having an art contest for my upcoming comic book, Edgar Allan Poe's Be Sprinkled with Scarlet. There are more images for reference below. Contest rules: artwork must be gothic horror inspired or include Dr. Mask and his colleague Thule the Raven. You'll like that, Shadowhawk.
Haha.
They do not need to be the main focus, but must be present. Nothing overtly violent. I can be black and white. It can be black and white or color. No AI art, no nudity. Artwork must be 6.88 by 10 by 44. Art must be at least 300 DPI. Submit to Dr. Mask at drmaskretro.com or Twitter or Instagram using hashtag sprinkled with scarlet or tag me in your post. Art contest entries must be submitted by Monday, September 22nd. The winner will be published in Edgar Allan Poe's Sprinkled with Scarlet and receive a copy of the book. Picture of Dr. Mask and Thule by Elliot Rodriguez. Any questions? Drop them below. So here's Elliot Rodriguez piece. When
Oh,
I
cool.
said, "Oh, are you working on something?" and he's like, "Yes." He sent this when I saw this Elliot's piece. Very cool. He made his sort of icon into a character,
Oh yeah, look at that. Very nice.
which to him it may have been a character all along. But I so that's cool. Another fan art contest. Today I am drinking, or will be drinking here in a moment, Mango Tangelo by Skittles.
Night, Mark.
Mango Tangelo. See you, Marv. Have a good rest. Can anyone explain to me why Pedro is so popular? Yeah, I would like to know.
I have no idea, Brian.
I don't
I
know.
can't stand that
Maybe it's
dude.
because of, but Mango Tangelo here. Very dark in color, I might add. And of course, it being Skittles brand, it's going to be quite sweet, right?
Yeah.
Although none of these are really, really
Pretty
over the
tasty
top.
though, or does it have like any kind of fruit pop, or does it just taste like a Skittle?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much those taste like Skittle.
Yeah. Okay.
They're things. It's very sweet,
It
like a
don't matter
Skittle.
what color you get; they pretty much all taste the same. So.
No, I wouldn't say that. This is gonna be different than just their like orange. Uh,
Oh.
Tomorrow or like this is going to be different than their strawberry. This the regular Skittles strawberry. This is tomorrow. I will try out strawberry star fruit. So we'll see how that tastes.
Strawberry starfruit? Ooh, okay.
Yeah, that's kind
I
of
like
wild.
starfruit. That's good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, till he was in Fantastic Four, I didn't realize he was in so many things because I don't pay attention to most
Oh,
new
dude,
movies.
he's been like in everything for the last, I don't know, 5 or 6 years or something. Like every damn movie that comes out, it's a Pedro Pascal, and it's like, why?
Can you say
What's
virtue
going on with the guy?
virtue signaling, maybe? Here is your
I don't
lizard
know.
representation for today. This is actually a sculptor that makes such things. No, it's not Godzilla. Sorry.
Nah, I
It's
know.
a Komodo dragon, but pretty neat, huh?
Pretty cool looking though. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All handmade.
That's a
I
good
did have a,
size sculpt too, dude. That's gonna be
it is a
expensive.
good size sculpt. You'd think it would
Yeah.
have a base underneath it to support the weight of it and everything. Maybe that's a lightweight, pretty sturdy material. Looks like he
Yeah.
did it
Could
in
be a
section.
resin or some sort. I don't know.
I mean, if you take a look at it, let's take a look at it again here. I don't know if you can see on your phone, and he just dropped out, so I guess he can't. So I'll just narrate this anyway. It looks like he probably glued it around the neck and the body and the tail where it starts to curve there. So it's done in sections. Who knows if it's 3D printed? I don't. I just ballpark. It's done by hand. Happy World Lizard Day today, though. That is apparently today is Lizard Day. And there we go. And here is the creator's website, Hellbender Museum. He works for the Hellbender Museum.com. You can contact him through their digital sculptor and fabricator. So he does this for a living, very lifelike, like this one on his header there. Let's see. There's like the head looked like maybe made out of foam there to begin with. I don't know, pretty realistic. Here's one of the claws of that thing. Very detailed. Very cool. So there's your lizard representation for today, Lorenzo. Don't want to see any you know, don't want to hear any dispersions that you're not represented around on this channel, Lorenzo, because you are. Happy 59th birthday to iconic Halle Berry, which I think yesterday was her birthday. I think. Hope I have that right. The wheels of my computer keep on turning. I don't know why I did that, but can we do it tomorrow? Not now. There we go. I think that's her. Yeah, I think she was in that Bedrock movie. Derek in the house. Say, Derek. And this is more of a current picture of Halle Berry. Looking more older and more distinguished. But happy 59th birthday to her. She caught up with me just in time for me to have a 60th birthday in November. So basically, we're about the same age. Born a little bit. Been seeing these Deadpool covers. Joker and Dr. Doom. Yeah, Joker's toast. I'm sorry. But now, Joker's got the maniacal side. He just doesn't have the powered up armor like Doom. And Doom don't take no shat, for sure. Here's a Storm and Wonder Woman cover. Batman, Deadpool. I don't know why. It's kind of a weird. They've been doing that where the covers have nothing to do with the insides of the book. And you get gorgeous covers, but if it's totally unrelated to the cover, I don't really like that. I've always found that a little weird. And I have some examples of that in my collection, I've got to say. Here's Irma Frost and Catwoman cover. But, I mean, DC and Marvel, who knows if this is going to be successful for them. I know people like crossovers, and I've said, if you really want to make bank, cross these two Titan companies together more. And they are doing it. Today, I believe, I'll have to check on this, but I believe Steve Martin, here's seen in Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, 1988, with Michael Caine. He is his birthday today. Steve Martin's 80th birthday. I believe he turns 80. The Jerk, of course. Always remember his movie, The Jerk. He's quite the entertainer. I thought this was cool. 78 days till Halloween for you people counting down on Halloween. I just like the visual. I did not know for a long time that the Michael Myers mask was patterned after Captain James T. Kirk, Tiberius Kirk. I did not know that for a long, long time. I probably found that out a couple of years ago. Never really thought about it, but they used the mold of William Shatner to make the mask. So, yeah, for you October lovers of Halloween, only 78 days left to Halloween, according to this. The Rocky Horror Picture Show debuted 50 years ago today. It's just a jump to the left. Let's do the time warp again.
Great.
50
movie.
years ago. 50 years ago, Shadowhawk.
God.
Today.
Yeah.
Rocky Horror Picture Show. I saw it much later. Midnight showing. People were throwing stuff at the screen like toilet paper, and they were.
I saw it as a teenager, so
it is not a good movie, really. It's not, and I actually have it on on disc, or maybe even steal
you
book. I
know,
don't know.
keep those movie opinions to yourself, sir.
Well, I
It's
mean, the acting, and I
it's
mean,
a campy, fun, over the top movie.
I
It was
get it. I
made
get that. But
to be.
if you're like, it's like, man, this
It,
thing's trash. It's a cult movie. I get it. I'm with you on it. Okay, I own it. It's just, when I first saw it, I thought, oh man, what's the big deal about this? Uh, but others above my pay grade know better than I.
Rex don't know how to let loose and have a little fun. That's all.
I know, right? Well, no, Mr. Uptight. Okay, yeah, I've never been called that by any means. This is quite revealing. Of course, David Soul, when he died, I never knew he was on the original
Don't
Star
give up
Trek.
on
I
us,
never knew
baby.
that. Didn't recognize him. Doom's magic alone is enough. Yeah, right. We forget about the magical element. I wish they would have played more into that. I guess maybe they resolved that story, but he was one big motivator for Doom on his quest for conquest and knowledge was to get his mother out of hell.
Yeah, he was looking into the dark arts and stuff too
Yeah,
for a while
Mephisto
there.
had his mother trapped.
Yeah,
Or
isn't that
Satan.
isn't that how it ended up being Doctor Doom versus the Avengers and stuff? Wasn't Mephisto involved with that? Where they
I
had the
can
whole big crossover with
now that's
X-Men and Avengers, and
well, there
you
was a
remember which one I'm talking
Defenders
about?
Avengers crossover. I don't know if that's what you're referring to. I don't.
Um, it was
Was that
late
Secret
'80s,
Wars,
maybe.
maybe? I mean, Doctor
No, it
Doom
wasn't.
is more of a Fantastic
It
Four
wasn't
villain.
Secret Wars. It was like everybody versus Mephisto, but then at the same time it
Oh,
was
one of
uh
those mini series where they all go up
yeah,
against Mephisto.
and
Yeah,
then they did
I
like
know which one.
crossovers where
Yeah,
Avengers and Fantastic Four got together, I think, and then
I,
X-Men and
I think
somebody
John
else got.
Buscema might have drew that.
He
When
might have, yeah, I can't remember for
yeah,
sure.
I don't. Yeah, and he drew Mephisto for the very first time. In fact, he might have created the character
Oh
Jeff
wow,
Hawk,
I didn't know that.
in for Silver Surfer,
Hmm.
because he made his first appearance in Silver Surfer #3, the first series. I
Ah,
think.
okay.
I think it's
Yeah, I
issue 3.
wasn't up on my Mephisto lore really. He's been
Yeah,
in a lot of the books that I picked up over the years because the darker Marvel series. Uh, but then he ends up showing up like in Avengers and Fantastic Four and shit like that too. So you just never know.
yeah. I mean, when the Orange Koala asked me on Katydid's channel, Leland, uh,
Yeah.
what's the greatest villain of all time? And I'm like, what does this have to do with me promoting my book? But I ran with it. I said, well, I guess for me, it would have to be Dr. Doom. And he couldn't disagree. I mean, Doom's Doom,
Doom is
it's all in the name.
Doom is pretty awesome.
Doom.
I mean, I suppose you could go like Galactus or something like that, but he's more of a
Galactus.
cosmic.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
right. Yeah. I mean, and is he really seen as a villain? He's just hungry.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of like a sympathetic bad guy, right?
He's a slave to his appetite. Eat or die, you know.
Weight Watchers, motherfucker.
Yeah, what right. Go to the far rim of the galaxy and start at the edges, and then get to us.
We just need to
A little
send him
food.
some Ozempic, and he'll stop all that bad behavior.
Joker greater than Doom. Well, okay, Dale, but I'm talking sheer power. I would think Doom would fry Joker. Joker might get in a lick or two, but ultimately Doom's going to capture the little worm and fry his
Yeah,
green-haired ass.
but
I'm
Doom
just
would
saying.
probably have a pretty hard time with
We're not
Apocalypse or
talking
Mr. Sinister.
likability here, Dale. We're talking power
Also,
set.
Green Goblin is a really great villain too. I like him a lot.
And like Derek said, he could bring in his magic, which has been downplayed because you look at his armor, and I kind of look at him as a Iron Man sort of tech-based villain, right? I mean, he's
Right.
got those science skills, but he's also got, like Derek says, he's got the magical skills too, somewhat.
Yeah,
You know,
he's got like
he's
he was
uh-huh. And to me, that
studying.
made him that next level, scary because he
Oh yeah,
delved into the dark arts and the occult and stuff like that.
and he would combine it with his scientific
Mhm.
prowess to create
Yeah,
like doom bots and shit like that.
something totally scary. Absolutely. Yeah. Um,
Yeah,
yeah,
I like
I did
Doom a
not.
lot, man. He's a good character.
This really brought it home to me. Uh, I don't know when this picture was taken, but this is a picture of the old Starsky and Hutch crew, right? You got Michael Glazer, who was David
Hmm.
So's, and you got
He was,
Antonio Fergus, that was Huggy Bear, right?
yeah,
And then you got
Michael
David
Kaiser
So.
was
I barely
Starsky.
recognized David So in this picture. He's so large for what he used to be. Look at that.
Oh wow, yeah, he did get big.
Yeah, yeah. I did not realize he got big like that. Maybe that
No,
was due to illness. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know.
But I know when they did that, sort of remake of Starsky and Hutch, the movie with Ben Stiller, that played Michael Glazer's character. I can't
Hmm.
remember who played the other guy, and they made a cameo appearance at the end. They looked old to me. I was like, wow. Of
I think
course,
it
we
was
remember that back in the 70s.
what's his face with the broken nose and the blonde hair. Um,
Doom is stronger than Thanos? Question
he's
mark.
got a brother.
Who had a brother?
The guy that played Hutch in the new Starsky and Hutch remake, it's the guy with the kind of broken nose and the blonde hair. His brother's got
Oh
real dark
yeah,
hair.
yeah. I know who you're
Uh,
talking about. Yeah,
uh,
he's done a
I
lot of
can't think of his
comedies.
fucking
He's
name.
got
Yeah, he
that
did a
damn
lot of
broken
comedy.
nose.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's got a beak on him, dude. It's like crazy.
he does. Yeah. He's okay. The Punisher van on the set of Spider-Man Brand New Day. Is that a new movie coming out, or is Brand New
Yeah,
Day
that's
already?
been. No, it's a new one. I think it's
Pretty
in
neat
production.
Punisher van though.
Yeah,
Looks
they went
equipped.
like all retro on the new costume too for Spider-Man. It's not like the spider armor anymore or anything. With
Well,
all the.
good.
It's not gonna have the eyes, the chain size, and all that kind of stuff. It's gonna be
I kind
more
of
of a
like that
classic.
aspect of it.
I like the eyes being able to move. I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, they're gonna go back a lot more old school, I guess.
This is how the old classic Dracula movie with Bela Lugosi could have went. Count Dracula, you mustn't go there. Oh, all right. The end. If the realtor had never showed up.
Right.
Yeah. I'm not going to bite at that worm. Okay. You wanted some Godzilla. I'll give you some Godzilla. It might not be what you're expecting.
Oh,
From the depths, 40
well,
stories high. Huh?
it's still decent Godzilla, even though it's animated Godzilla. But
It's
what?
gay. Anyway. All right. Well, how about
Yeah,
this one?
that's better.
That's kind of after the 1999 version. Oh, look, the Twin Towers in the back still standing.
Yeah,
Not for very much longer.
they're still standing.
Hey, yeah, yeah. I can't believe you went there. I'm still standing.
That's just the first thing that popped in my brain.
Well, I mean, obviously it's trauma and brain damage after seeing this.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
That
Well, he
explains all of it.
actually breathed fire in that 70s version.
Yeah, he did.
Was that was Ruby Spears that did that, wasn't it? That was one of their
Yeah, I think
cartoons.
that's one of theirs.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it was Hanna-Barbera. It was Ruby Spears.
No,
Ruby
it wasn't. It
Spears,
wasn't Hanna Barbera for sure. I know that. But yeah, I think you're
Monday,
right.
August 18th, Pigman #1 ends. So over there on Fun My Comic, and this right here is
Exactly.
the cover that I backed. Just his face with all the blood on it. Uh,
That's cool.
you know,
Yeah.
you got your options, and I just thought that was the best looking cover for me, of his artwork. So uh, ends in 4 days, 3 days. I mean, it's getting down to the nub. Just thought I'd mention that. Happy
Yeah,
Infinite
unfortunately,
Thursday.
I don't think I'm going to be able to back him this time. Not before it ends. He stays in demand for a little while, maybe.
There you go, John Byrne thing going up against Doom. See, he's just standing there. Here is a train coming towards you, and Doom's got a force field in his belt or
Oh,
something,
he
right?
got something going on. Yeah.
He's got something going on. He's not going to stand there and throw insults. That's it, fool. Hurl yourself at me. Waste your impotent fury.
Yeah. He's just going to bounce right off of him. And be like,
Now,
what
what would
the?
be funny is just like maybe 2 to 3 page little strip, right? And then once he hits the force field, the next panel is a rock pile, smoldering rock pile.
Yeah.
Maybe with 2 blue eyes, sort of one up here
Yeah,
and one down there. Put the
just sitting there
Everlit,
blinking.
yeah, blinking,
Oh,
blink, blink, yeah, and then some
what happened?
tights, some blue tights underneath it.
Yeah.
Just saying. Yeah.
A bunch
Okay,
of
here's
rocks.
another absolute Batman and Punisher cover. Here we go. Again, all right, this has something to do with Batman, Batman and Deadpool, but they're really going all out on these Batman and Deadpool covers.
That's a lot like that old Mike Zeck cover, man, from The Punisher.
Yeah.
When he's holding the Uzi and getting ready to go around the alley, but instead of it being, just the empty alley like it was in the original book, it's Batman coming out.
Well, I've got and he's got his batarangs, 3 of them, like Wolverine.
Yep, that's
Uh,
cool.
I've got a question though, on the old costume design, right? And it may be a little bit exaggerated on this. Right there around his abdomen, how do you bend over with that belt coming up so high?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know.
Is that
That's gonna
really functional?
ram right up in under your chest, dude. If you try to bend forward, right
Exactly.
into your
Unless you're
solar
a
plexus.
cosplayer and those foam tubes,
Oh, sure, yeah.
if it's like
So
that, it's gonna be.
maybe his belt's just made out of foam.
Yeah. Oh, you're so scary. And then he takes his
It's all
Uzi out.
it's pool noodles carved into a skull.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now we will call you Deadpool because you're dead and you're in a pool of your own blood, choking on
There
your,
you
own fluids. Anyway, here's a Spider-Man by Gabriel Del Otto. I always like his stuff.
go. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like the webbing coming right out at you, and
Yeah, I
it's
like
kind of
that.
framing in Spidey there,
He's got the gargoyles behind him on the building.
gargoyles, and you got the
Cool.
web attached to the pillar behind. It's really
The
neat.
only thing that might have made that a better picture was if he would have gone with the black suit.
Yeah, but
That would
with
have
the
been.
black background, it just really wouldn't have popped out, would it?
Well, you would have used blues to highlight the black suit, just like they
Yeah.
used to back
Now
in the day.
on the black suit, it's got white webbing, right?
Yep, and the white spider.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you could do that. I mean, in Photoshop, you could change something like this very easily.
Yeah, oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
You could just
Love his painting.
digitally. Katie?
Check out this highway in China. I always got to stick the music with it. And I'm just going to show you. This is crazy. I wouldn't want to drive on this. Look at that.
It's just switchbacks because you're going up
Hey,
such a
Eric and
steep
Boyd.
hill.
I saw your name as a thank you in my Pencils Down book. Eric and Boyd was one of the
Hey,
people
Larry.
that Justin Belmont. You know, I talked to Justin behind the scenes with the baby going all kinds of stuff in the background, right? Um, and it was only when his wife called that we had to hang up, and the Hump Day show had already been going 30 minutes, and then I hopped on. So I didn't
Oh,
realize. Had it in my mind it started at 10, it started at 9. I really
yeah,
wasn't watching
he
the time.
sent
I
me
was
a
just having
message
fun
after the
talking
show
to Justin.
last night. Can you hear me all right today, Rex? Because Justin was saying he had a hard time hearing me yesterday.
You might up your gain a little bit, maybe. I'm
Okay,
having
hold
a
on.
okay time.
Let me see what I can do.
No gun rule doesn't work with Frank Castle. Absolutely. Too bad there's not more Marvel Flair trading cards. Yeah,
All right, check 1, 2. How's that?
sounded pretty good. I mean, you're pretty soft spoken when you're not angry. You're kind of like
Yeah, I
Elsie.
mean,
I've given up on saying, Elsie, can you emote a little bit and talk a little bit louder? Because he's just very soft spoken, and you
well, the
you
only
can't
complaints
feel
I've ever
him.
had is echoing and all that shit. And finally, it
Well,
seems like we've
no,
got
no
a
echo,
handle
buddy.
on it.
Actually, you've been spot on of late. So whatever
Like I
you're
said, it
doing,
seems
keep
like I got a handle on that lately, but now I'm having
enjoy your dinner there.
volume issues. So.
Yeah, volume issues. Well, yeah, you got to get that sperm count up. The ladies
No,
demand
I don't. I'm not having no more kids. Fuck that shit. I
cut back
have to
on the
get my sperm
Viagra, go
count.
more
I need to get
naturally.
it down to as low as possible.
Oh, okay. Don't want to be having offspring on the show.
I'm done with all that.
Okay.
She's gonna be 15 here shortly. That's taking stuff now. I was done
Not his
15
wife,
years ago.
folks. His daughter.
No, my
Wait,
oldest
I
daughter.
can see Rex okay, and I can hear Shadow without echo. What dimension am I in?
Cool.
The right dimension. But yeah, I mean, that is a crazy way to drive there. All uphill.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got to do that though, because
Yeah,
you'd never make it straight up that thing.
right. Yeah. You got to go the zigzag. Yeah, absolutely.
It'd be like trying to do a hill climb on one of those crazy motorcycles, like they do.
Hmm.
You ever see that stuff where they're climbing up the side of a mountain on those crazy bikes?
And they got people walking on that thing too. So people are walking and there's cars. I hope they got good brakes.
Hope they got like a guardrail in between. Well, hell, it's probably
No
China.
guardrails. No
There's no
guardrails.
guardrail.
No guardrails. Benjamin Percy says, thanks to everyone who picked up Predator Kills the Marvel Universe, issue #1 yesterday. I'm geeked out to report we're heading into a second printing. So obviously they're doing the Marvel Comics Presents Wolverine look here, which is pretty neat.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a predator, right?
Yes, it is a predator. Done up like, Wolverine was Weapon X. So obviously they're messing with the wrong predator. But yeah, they're running, Predator destroys the Marvel universe. How many times do they need to destroy their own universe though? Kills the Marvel universe. Because Fred Hembeck did it back in the day. Fred Hembeck destroys the Marvel universe. Did you ever get that one shot? China has some very dangerous places. I mean, narrow staircases, bridges, steps built into the sides of cliff and mountains. Yes, and I wouldn't want to take some of that
Oh, yeah,
stuff
there's
on.
some crazy stuff when you get into some of these lesser developed countries.
Exactly. Exactly. You take what you can get. Today
Yeah, take your life in
is
your hand.
the Monster Squad, released in 1987 on today's date.
Werewolves got nards.
Yes, he does. And he feels it when you kick him in there, you know.
Yeah, who knew?
And I remember another quote. The name is Horace. You know, after he took the Gill man out, shot him right in the
Yeah,
heart. Uh, and another quote at the end from Dracula: "Give me that amulet, you bitch." You know, and really that was
yeah,
a show for kids, a movie for kids, kind of, sort of, probably PG-13. So that was kind of like, whoa.
yeah.
Uh,
It was racy in a couple of spots for like its audience. You know what I mean?
and another quote, and that's how you know it's a great movie. You can quote from it, you know, bogus, and then
Oh yeah.
laps him across, and he hits on the fence. You know,
Ah,
great spoilers. Only 40 years ago, you know, later.
that's right. Yeah.
Monster
Sorry about
Squad
the
was
spoiler.
fire. Yes. I like the reimagining designs. I mean, they all look distinctive, like the Wolfman, you know, great, great telephone booth scene, you know, where he transforms,
Oh yeah, yeah.
you know, and the foam coming down and everything.
Mm.
Uh, I even like
Dude,
the
the
mummy
Gillman
where
in
they
that.
unwrap the mummy in the dust and then all it's left is skull.
Yeah,
I thought that was pretty cool,
I
funny.
I, I like the design for the Gillman in that movie. It was pretty cool.
I did too. I like the Gillman design. I mean, Frankenstein was a little okay. It's all
Yeah, he
right.
was a little iffy. Dracula was cool. Um, Werewolf was good. Gillman was good.
Yeah, overall, I
Mummy
think
was,
it was good. You know.
yeah, Mummy overall was even a good character
Well,
design,
you
even
know,
though
I
he
think
didn't.
they kind of went for a friendly, more gentler Frankenstein in that.
Yeah, I think so.
Check out this. Check out the size of this King Cobra. My God,
Damn,
look at
that's a
that.
big boy. Yeah, how
And he's
tall is he
holding the
standing?
damn thing.
Look at that, dude. That motherfucking
Yeah.
thing is holding itself up.
And you don't even get to see him from his tail
God,
and really
dog,
see
that's
how
a
large
big
he
ass
is.
cobra, man.
He is, isn't
Holy
he?
shit.
Look at that.
I mean, I've seen some big cobras before, but that's a fat boy, man. Look how thick
Granted,
he
this handler's probably 2 foot tall. You
is.
know, they don't grow them big over
He's,
there, but
he's probably,
I mean,
he's probably about 4'7". Come on, give him
yeah,
credit.
maybe. Okay. All right. Well, we'll give you that. But yeah, you don't even get to see the tail. And it looks like here there's a lot more to that snake, you know.
Oh yeah, dude. There's another third of that thing behind that where we can see it cutting
Yeah,
off.
probably.
That's a
Yeah,
big
all
old
the way to
snake.
the tail. Absolutely. Uh, that's a big
Like I said,
cobra.
it's
That's
fatter
almost.
than.
I mean, if you didn't see the head, you would think it's a damn python. It's
Yeah,
that big.
that was it. It had some
No,
girth
no,
to
no,
it,
no,
man.
no. Eric's no, 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 no.
Eric, you don't
Can you
like snakes,
imagine?
buddy?
Yeah, where's Ricky Tiki Tarvey when you need him? Just saying.
Ricky Ticky would look at that thing and run the other fucking
Yeah.
way, dude. He'd be like,
Oh,
"Fuck
there you
this
go.
shit."
See, Ginkgo, you had the same, Yeah,
Oh, Ricky
love
would
that.
be like, "Nope, I'm out. The baby gonna die."
Kipling story. That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rudyard. What a name, Rudyard.
Rudyard Kipling. Yeah. Okay. Uh,
Well, they
oh,
call
how,
him Rudy, I guess. I guess Rudy, right?
I don't know if you were in here, but Holly Berry's 59 today or
Get
yesterday, I
out of
think
here!
was her.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course, there she was in her Storm Road. I think for the most part, she played a nice Storm, don't you?
Yeah, she was good as Star. I liked her better as Catwoman, actually, even though the movie
Did
sucked. I Yeah, I thought she played it very well. She just was in a
Here's the
bad mood.
here's the talk about a predator. This is the inside of a leatherback turtle's mouth. Have you ever seen one? This is
I've seen a
why you
leatherback
don't go
turtle.
hogging. Now, hogging is where you stupidly go in the water and you stick your hand in a hole, hoping to get a fish, and you put your hand in the fish's
Well,
mouth and
around
grab
here
it by the gills
they
and make
call
it
that noodling, right?
Noobering. We call it hogging down here.
Yeah, they
But
call it
this is one
noodling.
reason why you don't want to do that. It'll take your freaking hand off.
Oh my God, look at that thing. Yeah,
It looks like a predator.
looks like a sarlacc pit. Is what it looks like.
It does. It does, doesn't it?
God damn. Look,
I
there's
love
Boba Fett down there.
when Boba Fett goes in, he does that sound effect as he goes in, You got
Yeah,
1,000 years to scream, buddy, as you're slowly digested on the
yeah, you're
dark side.
slowly digesting. He's lucky he had that armor on. That was the only thing that saved him.
Yeah. Well, wait, you know, obviously you haven't seen that footage of like flamethrower guys in World War II where the tank goes up and burns them alive. It's got fuel in that jetpack. Just saying,
Oh
going to
yeah.
cost them indigestion for that sarlacc. Um, oh yeah, another picture. I mean, beautiful designs for Monster Squad. We should all celebrate that it came out so long ago.
Eric, oh my.
The Wolfman had more of a triangular design to his face. It wasn't really realistic, but it was wild looking.
Yeah, he was. I still like him though. He had kind of a cool look. Yeah, Frankenstein was a little bit too duh and not enough menacing.
Yeah,
But the
but
rest of them, I think, were all
I,
good.
I think that was on. Yeah, and the actor that played Dracula was menacing. In his
Oh yeah,
performance.
he was good. I liked him.
Yeah, yeah. I would pick that over Goonies any day. Sorry, folks.
Goonies is still fun
Any
though.
day. Huh?
Goonies is
I'm
still
not saying
fun.
Goonies is not, but you often hear, see these comparisons, Goonies or Monster Squad. I'm sorry, I'm going with Monster Squad.
Yeah, well, me too, because I love monsters first. So I mean, I'm
Squirrel
always gonna
ass.
go. I'm always gonna go
Hey,
with the
Sheldon,
monsters. Hail Sheldon.
who's afraid of a little teeth? Yeah. Well,
I am. But if they're
one
like
of
that,
those
I
lock
am.
onto you, they could take off a leg, man. They got big old honking mouth.
Yeah,
Those big
don't
old
ever
turtles,
approach
leatherbacks, they're huge.
a leatherback sea turtle for a blowjob. Oh my God.
I'm sorry. That's for me. That's the only way Wolfman should be done. Wow, that's high praise indeed. You must saw that at the right time. Goonies had the better soundtrack. Oh yeah,
Uh,
Cindy Lauper really did it for me.
yeah, I had to go with you on that one.
Okay, better soundtrack, maybe. Sure, I'll give you the soundtrack, but
But Goonies didn't have a whole lot of special effects. It was more of an actiony thing. So I I don't know. I'd rather watch Monster Squad, but Goonies is good too.
I wonder if Todd McFarlane knew what he was, doing, what he was going to kick off with that one piece that he did of Wolverine and the Hulk.
Oh no, I'm sure at the time he just thought it looked cool, man.
Yeah, right. Another Deadpool and Batman cover, and then here we go, the reverse.
An homage to the old Wolverine.
That's kind of different with the skeletalized hand.
Curse of the Wolfman, yes, Eric. Oliver Reed, that's one of my favorites. Oh, there was a squirrel
You
got it,
mean
and
you
he
mean
had the blood on it.
Oliver
So
Reed,
it
yeah,
kissed him,
Hammer from Hammer.
and then it
Henry
kissed him
Hull did
again. But
Werewolf
he
in
was dead,
London,
Daddy.
and I just got done yesterday rewatching Wolfman.
Hail, Edwin.
Oh, Wolfman. There's your werewolf
Oh, with
representation.
what's his face?
And he was the collector in the
Benicio.
Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
Collector. Yeah.
Benicio
Yeah, Anthony
del Toro.
Hopkins is what you're trying to think of.
No, I was thinking of Benicio del Toro.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Benny the Bull.
Yep. Unrated director's cut. 2 versions of this. You got the theatrical and the unrated. Also available on Blu-ray. Yes.
You know that's what his name is.
Del Toro.
It's Benny the Bull. It translates.
Benny the Bull. Oh, really? Okay, that
Yeah.
sounds like a Picasso
Del
name.
Toro is either the bull or of the bull.
Sheldon says he's never watched that version of it. Would you
Of
recommend it?
the
I would recommend it. I mean, it's a sufficiently vicious movie. It doesn't have a lot of jump scares or anything like that. It's kind of classically told, but I think it's a good movie. Don't you think, Shadowhawk? Wolfman, it's worth the watch for sure.
Yeah, it was all right. I mean,
Edwin
I
in
have
the house. Hey, Edwin.
other favorites, but it was a decent one for what it was.
Edwin, go ahead and drop your link to your campaign over there on Kickstarter right now.
Drop it like it's hot, Edwin.
It's
Welcome.
like an omnibus, folks.
Hail, Buzz the Ace, Edwin Acevedo.
He says, Eric and Boyd says, I enjoyed it. It was a bit long, but recommended. Would you say it was a little long?
That's what she said.
She never said that to me. She was like, well, we won't finish it.
Might have been a little short there, huh, Rex? So
no, hell no. No, the gift that gives on giving. Jackie Harry celebrates her 69th birthday today. Who's Jackie Harry? Well, here's her picture.
Oh, Jackie.
69 years.
He had a horrible voice, man. Oh, God.
So she's 10 years older than Holly Berry.
Yeah, I believe it.
Hojo new art reveal launching September 19th. Here's the cover for Mythicals Volume 1 trade paperback. Now the opening arc of the horror action mystery is collected in one book with this sweet art to pair with the Mythicals half issue as a free bonus. That's something I need to do is a half issue. That's actually a pretty good idea to do a half issue.
Oh, good Lord. You're already planning on doing a 0 and a prequel.
Right.
Now we're going to get a 1/2 issue? All right.
Maybe I need to do a half issue before I do 0. No, or that would come after 0.
You got to do 0 and then 1/2. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's what we'll plan on doing if I remember. How about that?
Well, hell, you might as well do a 1/4 or a 1/16.
Hey, by the time I get to issue
why not a 1/64?
By the time I get done with, all these, stories, it'll be well established by the time Devil Flyer gets to issue 1. We'll see how the stories go. But a half issue, yes. Maybe a bog half issue. How about that? A bog half issue.
How about an 8.5 by 11 centimeters?
Hey, why don't we do a half issue and have it printed on newsprint mini?
Oh, now you're using your bean. You can make that your midnight
half in the size, huh?
You can make that your midnight issue.
Momentum. No, I don't want to do midnight. In fact, I'm not even sure if I can do what I want to do. The sideways issues in 2 volumes. Linked up. I don't know if I can do that because it needs to be grand. It needs to be big. The West is big.
Oh, well,
grand.
yeah, you don't. Okay, so you don't want to
And
do
I'm
that
kind of
many.
restricted to comic book size. That's kind of small, don't you think?
Not if you do a landscape. It's not that bad.
Not if you do it landscape. Okay, I'm just wondering, you could probably fit a whole stagecoach, coming across, or a train on there, and it would look
Yeah,
big
you
enough,
might.
maybe.
I mean, instead of having like 6 horses on it, you might have to have 4.
Which would you rather have? Would you rather have a stage? I think for the story, it could be a stagecoach, but I could fit a train in there too. Where like she's shooting at them, they're shooting at her. She would
That's
either
true
be on
too,
the
because
stage.
she's during that time when trains were around and stuff, right? She's
Oh,
right at
absolutely. Yeah.
the turn of the century there. So I mean, yeah, you're pretty open on that, dude. I mean, you could go either way, really. Might be cool to do a train scene, like have the dining car and the bar car and all that kind of stuff, and have her fighting through the different train cars.
Yeah. I mean, you could, yeah, absolutely. I could,
That would be kind of neat. I don't know. I
that
mean,
would be
just
cool
throwing
landscape for
ideas up
sure.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, a
Or,
lot of
have her,
speed lines, a lot of speed
yeah,
lines with
have
that,
her
right?
like, ride up on the train and hop
Hmm.
the train off her horse and then bust in the door on the dining car. And there's all these like hoity
Momentum is
toity.
all about movement.
Right? You
Just
got all
saying.
these hoity-toities in there eating their lunch or whatever, and then midnight
Uh-huh.
comes rolling in a cloud of dust with a couple of 6 guns out. Nobody move.
How dare you? Somebody sitting there with a little doily.
Sitting there with a half-drunk, you
Yeah.
know, cup of tea halfway up to her lips, ooh, trembling.
Oh, that's cool. They rank comic book covers from different publishers and
But I think
genres every week. That's cool.
shoot your face.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
You tell me,
Time keeps on slipping into the future.
no, it doesn't.
Wow,
Keeps on
eBay
slipping in the
asked me if I
past.
wanted to subscribe to my own channel. How dense can you get? I love comics. Okay, I'm going to subscribe to them. That's cool.
That's man, you're a
Ranking
pushover. All you
Golden
gotta say
Age
is I love
comics.
comics. Jeez Louise.
Ranking comic book covers. That's pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
Do check it out. Rex usually around. Yeah. Well, I have it in my history now. This is a pretty neat cover of Iron Man and Doctor Doom by Alex Melv, Maleev.
Maleez, Maleez.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Just the mask.
that's different. Yeah.
Yeah. Doom just looks different without the green hood around him,
I don't think he's got the cheekbones right and stuff. It
Well,
doesn't
this
look.
is more the movie version Doom.
Oh,
Remember,
I
that's
got.
not,
Yeah, yeah.
you don't look at that and that's not a Kirby mask. It's not
No,
the
that's
original
I
design.
like the more blocky
I
Doctor
do
too.
too. Yeah. Yeah. And he opens his mouth and he's got that circuitry look in his mouth,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mhm.
Crazy
Kirby
looking.
style. Yeah. Doom.
I think Machine Man had that too, right? Like whenever he would scream or whatever, he would have like you could see the circuitry like in the back of his mouth.
Today is the anniversary also of Friday the 13th, Part 3.
Ooh, that's the best one.
Shaun of the Dead says, here is alternative art I made for reimagining the film. If Jason had retained his baghead look from Part 2, granted, he wouldn't have had become as iconic without the hockey mask, but to me, he was more terrifying this way with the quote baghead. It is pretty scary.
Cool. Right? Yeah.
So, did you see this in 3D? I
Yeah,
guess
I saw it in the theater, dude. I thought I told you that story. We were I think I was like 14, so we weren't even supposed to be able to get into the movie. But we went out. I was visiting my buddy down in Wichita, Kansas, and we went out to the mall. We ended up getting in, got our tickets, and got in line. Getting candy and all that bullshit. And standing in front of us in the lobby was a biker and his old lady, and then this like kind of rough looking black dude and his old lady. And somehow or another, these four got into a big old fight, man. And the biker dude picked up the brother and smashed him into the candy counter, destroyed it. There was like a whole melee out in the lobby of this theater before we got to go watch the movie. Then we went in and watched the movie, and it was amazing.
Gary says, when are you hoping to fulfill? As soon as possible. The cards, your charter member cards are being printed up right now. John Dillard's still working on a 2-page spread. I haven't heard from him. Of course, I haven't tried to contact him. And I think he's probably driving more. He does drive Shadowhawk. He is like a 18-wheeler driver.
Who's
But
that?
now I saw him post something about commission type thing. I'm sorry that his Golden Patriot didn't do better than what was expected. I still
I
think they
thought Billy
sold.
quit driving. He said he used to be a truck driver. I don't think he drives it.
He still does. I think last time he was on here, he still or behind the scenes or something. He told me he still, kind of moonlights at it. He doesn't do it.
Oh, really? Oh, shit.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
they're always in demand. I mean, Mike's on the road a lot, but they approach him all the time, and some. No, I don't want to go there. But I mean, right now, that especially under Biden, there was a lot of issues. Right, you couldn't get enough drivers on the road to deliver
for
this
sure.
stuff.
Yeah.
So they're always in demand. So yeah, and then once she gets done printing up those cards, she's going to print up some official Momentum Comics sketch cards, and then I'll have some official sketch cards to actually draw on and add to the campaign. That'll be something new. That maybe some people, as they see that we're published, that we're getting stuff printed up, new backers might want to buy off the campaign, or maybe some of you older people who have supported the campaign, maybe you will want some of the new work that I produced on the official cards. And then after that, we got plans to print up the sticker book, because the local printer is the one that's going to be printing up the sticker book. I can either go with that option, or I can use my voucher, which is already paid for, a $300 voucher that I gave Peter Sametti to print on newsprint. But I'm not sure I want to do the Marvel value stamp, sort of Marvel value stamp homage book on newsprint. I don't know that was done on newsprint. I really don't have one as an example. It looked more like cardstock.
I think it may have been, but I'm not.
It may have been. I know the stickers were on newsprint. I mean, the stamps, rather, which weren't really stamped. Yeah. Sounds like the birds are arguing against you, Shadowhawk.
Yeah, they're coming to get me, Barbara.
First day of school. Wow. Okay, for your daughter. Cool. Truck drivers are in demand. My brother is a driver. He is guaranteed hours and then some. Yeah.
Yeah, my daughter.
Of course, they get their insurance through all that. Yeah. Hey, August.
Yesterday, my daughter started school back.
NFL's going gay. Look, man, the NFL and all like that, the sports thing, since they took the knee, that's hurt them. I think some people have come back to football because they just love YouTube, but I mean, love, football, but summer's gone already. Well, I don't know, man. It'd be hot out there around here. But I'm in the South, so what I know. Are you aware of Return of the Evil Dead 1973 movie, Shadowhawk?
No.
I thought you would have known that one. Italian film poster for Return of the Evil Dead, 1973.
Well, Evil Dead, the original one, didn't even come out until later than that. So I'm
Yeah,
not sure
yeah.
that may have been an Italian franchise or something.
I wonder if this was if our American Evil Dead was based off this movie, the Italian movie.
It
I
may
don't
have
know.
been.
I've never seen it.
You never seen it? Oh, dude, you gotta watch those. Those are great.
No, I've seen Evil Dead 2. I know, and I think I've seen one. I may have saw 2 before I saw 1. To tell you the truth.
Did you see Army of Darkness?
Maybe once. Maybe
Well,
once or twice.
that was the third one in the franchise.
I don't know if you've heard about this, Shadowhawk. It was news to me. Greece is literally burning in the past 24 hours. More than 152 new fires have broken out across Greece, and thousands of people have been evacuated. Around 4,850 firefighters are engaged in a multi-front battle to contain the flames. This
Holy
is
shit.
Patrick. Yeah.
Well, what island? There's a
Patrick.
Wow. What happened? Do they know?
I have no idea. To me, this smacks of arson.
I was going to say, it seems a little crazy for a wildfire.
A little suspicious, doesn't it?
Yeah. Suspicious. Yeah.
Sheldon says, sounds like Greece government doing a land grab. It might.
Could be. Maybe they're just trying to get rid of some of those unwanted immigrants.
Did they let a lot of people in? I don't know about Greece. I know Germany and France and the UK did.
I think they did back at the beginning of like the whole EU thing, and then they put the brakes on it. Yeah, they put up the brakes on it pretty quick.
Here you go, some Shin Godzilla. Of course, it's going to be released in the theaters at 4K. And I was right. Coming up, it will be released on 4K on disc here pretty soon.
That looks like 6 a.m.
It isn't, but yes, it does look kind of chibi, doesn't it?
Yeah. The one at the bottom there?
And Godzuki. You want some real Godzilla? I'll give you some real Godzilla. Here you go.
There you go.
He's sufficiently vicious with his claws out, right?
There's some Goji. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You put money in him. Save for your future, for when he stomped on your house. You'll need the money.
Right. It's like an insurance policy.
But now my favorite Godzilla, Elsie gave me, and it's up top here where you can't see it. It's fuzzy, and its hands are like the old gorilla monkey hands that you got on dolls back in the day.
Yeah.
Kind of weird, you know. And he's flocked, and his eyes light up when he's got a battery in, and red, and he walks. I think something like that. He's pretty cool.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Well, it's been a while since I've shown him. Let's see if he's up there. Yeah, he's up there. Okay, so I know this is going to free carry out, or used to free carry out. You know, the alien head that I got to, he's right next to the alien head up there, right above the DC stand. Yeah, right to the left of the alien head is Godzilla there. I'll have to get him down for tomorrow's show and show him off a little. Yeah, better look. But yeah, Carrie was like, "Can you turn that away?" You know, right?
Yeah, I remember when she asked you that. Oh, hail to Don in the chat. Hail Don.
Something else getting the 4K treatment from Arrow in September: Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Trilogy, 1993 through 1990 through 93. So this is going to be on 4K collection coming out in September. Hey, Homer.
Cool.
Hey,
Yeah,
Don.
Homer.
Don is in the house.
Homer couldn't be far behind.
Oh, Francis also experienced its largest wildfire ever. Really?
What's that? France too? Oh, wildfires,
France,
huh? Yeah,
yeah,
wildfire. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, not too wild.
Sure, they are. Hmm. Just spontaneous combustion, folks. Nothing to worry about.
That's cool. August saw at Walmart a dinosaur figure that you shoot darts into the mouth to cause the dino to growl.
Oh, cool.
That's kind of different. New Avengers design. I don't know all current new Avengers designs. I don't know. I'm not keeping up with it, but here's Scarlet Witch.
Okay.
Wasp. Kind of reminds me of these 90s Avengers
What is
animation.
up with her fucking left leg? That fucking hip and leg are so fucking wonky.
Good birthing hips.
Dude, that fucking one hip is 3 times the size of the other.
Captain America.
She would have never made it out of her mother's womb.
I kind of like especially the face mask on Tony Stark here. Do you like the triangular chest piece or the classic round?
I don't mind either way on the chest piece, but I'm not big on this design.
Yeah. Oversized mitts and paws. Yeah. Here's an example by Larry Raines and Peter Samedi doing Larry's book in mini size and regular size. Check that out. So he probably got a sampler. Because on the campaign, you could get a regular size printed of your book and a mini size printed of your book just to kind of check out the quality. So I figure that's probably what he did here. Mercury mouse. That's kind of different. No commentary on that. I don't know why it said issue 7 or it looked like issue 7.
Yeah, you got me.
What if it's all just in my head, Shadowhawk?
Could be.
Yeah. That's my house is definitely reflects my brain because it's cluttered. Anyway, moving on. Yeah, I might even consider a mini comic if it made sense. I would love to do another Ash Can at some point of one of my characters. One hip is more birthing than the other. Where are her organs? Oh, me. Aaron Lepresti says, I'm now working on page 60 of 65. Back Right to God 3. Fear Hollow while there's still time. Absolutely. There you go, Hex Allen. There's your Porky Pig for today. Every time we stream, he wants to play a Porky Pig cartoon. I don't know why. He just loves them so much. But it gets your channel struck every damn time. Stop doing it, guy. Peanuts could have been a story of regression therapy. Yeah. All I know is I'm a card carrier of the He-Man Woman's Hater Club. That's why I got up dating. Some of you may have already seen this. This is Freddie Mercury, his mother, and Freddie Mercury from Queen when he was a child. Don't dress him in a dress. Don't do it. Stop it. I know it was the thing. That was from 1947. In Greystoke, Legend of Tarzan, Lord of the Apes, 1984 is when that movie came out. And Andy McDowell made her film debut as Jane. Is that how you say her name? Maybe Andre McDowell. Anyway, made her film debut as Jane. Her dialogue was dubbed in post-production by Glenn Close. Who knew that? It's Highlander. He also played Tarzan. There can be only one.
Yeah, Andy McDowell was a cutie back in the day.
Yeah. Did you ever see that movie? The Tarzan movie, and came out in 84.
Yeah.
It mirrored the book more closely, where he was a lord of England, right? And all that. Legend of Tarzan,
Yeah,
Lord of the Apes.
it was a lot closer to
Mm-hmm. A lot of Doom picks now. I guess that's because of the movie. Doom, always sitting on his throne with his maniacal plans. I wish they would play into the more dark arts, sorcery type thing. And he's also got a pistol too. He's got a holster, which is pretty cool. You may have never seen this. I've actually got this. I think I might have this one on Jack Kirby portfolio piece from the 70s. Here's a design that he came up with. He also did costume designs for plays and stuff like that. That's cool. And was in animation. The Showa Godzilla films are canon in the original Friday the 13th universe. How do we know that, Shadowhawk? I need to know.
I believe one of the characters was watching a Godzilla movie in the actual Friday the 13th.
Okay, so this version here was in Friday the 13th. There we
go. Like they were watching it on TV or something.
Okay. That's what I thought it was, but I knew, you being the big Godzilla fan and the horror fan that you know the crossover of how the Showa version of Godzilla and Friday the 13th crossover. I watched a movie, I can't remember what it was, not too long ago, with the actress Sean Young that's pictured here back in the day. She has grown into an older looking lady that is quite hefty. I'll be generous with her looks. She does not look like this anymore. But 40 years will do it to you. 40 plus years. Did you ever? Now I know you played Battleship, Shadowhawk, but did you ever get to play the computer Battleship, where it actually says you sank my battleship and stuff? I never did. I never got to do this. Maybe once with somebody. Maybe. Sheena, yeah, Sheena was hot, but the movie didn't go anywhere. Like the Bo Derek Tarzan movie, yeah. Did Blade look wicked? Yes, it did. Doom is in his basic instinct pose. Yes. Shadow
Battleship.
went to put something in the microwave, sounds like.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
did.
know. Yeah. Sheena was created by Will
I'm
Eisner.
sorry, no,
Ah, I did not know that. Sheena, Queen of the
no, I
Jungle,
didn't
was
know that either.
created by Will Eisner.
Oh. Was Kazar as well?
Kazar goes back to the pulps. He goes way back. He was basically
Oh,
a
okay.
Tarzan ripoff
Well, yeah.
when he first came out. There you go. Here's a look at the Shin Godzilla collection that's going to be coming out. The ultimate Shin Godzilla. They got to
Cool.
remarket this thing. You know, they also did an animated Shin Godzilla, which I have, I believe.
Really? Hmm.
Yeah. Speaking of Kazar, and Kazar is another sort of ripoff, right, of Tarzan.
Right.
There you go. Here's a nice wraparound Kazar the Savage.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. I got that.
Yeah, I mean, we forget that a lot of these Kazars had wraparound covers.
That's true.
When
Yeah.
you board and bag them, you can't really appreciate the full breadth of the artwork, you know, if it's a wraparound cover, sadly.
Yeah, unfortunately. But
here's a Wolverine and Sentinel piece for you. Look at that. That's kind of nice.
that's cool. Yeah, that ain't bad.
Lots of action there.
Colors are good. It pops.
It does. The colors got a lot to do that. I like the Sentinels, the more stoic looking Sentinels face that don't have any emotion and stuff.
Yeah.
When you think of drawing comics and a lot of characters, think of George Perez. Here's a Supreme piece that he did. Look at that. I know it's kind of small, but how many characters is in that thing? I see Prophet and just a lot of the Ultraverse characters or extreme characters. Max, Image characters. There's
Yeah,
Bedrock
Max
or
is
Bad
Image.
Rock.
Yeah, that's Image.
Yeah. It's got everybody in there. I wonder, how long it took him to do that many characters, on a piece like that.
Good question.
He was one of those artists that, liked the more the characters, the better. Doctor Strange's new costume from the Sorcerer Supreme of Asgard in his ongoing series by Geoff Shawn. It's okay.
Yeah.
They gave him webbed. They're not webbed, but it's just kind of weird. Sort of day glow yellow hands, and then I guess that matches the belt. Do you think Doctor Strange needs a staff?
Not particularly, but whatever.
Yeah. But whatever. Yeah. Maybe an Asgard. Maybe. Yeah. Here's a Robert Geronimo. Then Samson said, "Let me die with the Philistines," and he pushed with all his might, and down came the temple. Judges 16:30. It's finally done. Samson brings down the pillars. Ink on paper, 11/14 by Geronimo Draws. He does a lot of biblical things.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. The last thing that John Buscema worked on and that Gil Kane worked on was similar imagery to this on Blood of My Ancestors. They both worked on that project.
And if y'all don't know, go check out Geronimo. I believe he still prints through Alterna. Blood Realm. Great comic book series.
This is a cautious tale for me. This is bittersweet. It would be years till I saw the Swamp Thing movie. When Swamp Thing first came out, it only ran in the theater. It was a dismal failure. and it only showed for a week, so I never got to see it in the theater. I
No, I
waited
didn't
too long.
either. I had to see it on cable.
I wanted to see it, but it wasn't in the theater but a week around here.
Yeah, that's quick.
Yeah, Brent Anderson did some great Kazar. You know, he was good in that Kazar series.
Yeah.
Actually, I think that was around the run that I was running and selling in my comic book shop. Conan artwork by Joe Jusko. You know that's going to be good.
Oh, that's gonna be killer. Oh yeah.
I like
Oh, if they
that the
will.
tentacle is like split. It almost looks like a grasping hand coming up from behind.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe that's two tentacles. It looks like one with a split. I don't know why that one is like that and the others are. I guess maybe just for effect. But and you even got the treasure chest down there by her boot. It almost looks like those characters though are laid on. They don't really. It doesn't look real. At least she doesn't look like she's sitting on the water on the rocks and stuff. Like she's really on the rocks to me. I don't know. You know what he could have done though? He could have put a little splash around her feet where the water's hitting her feet and splashing off her feet. That might have helped
Yeah.
ground it a little bit more.
He did a little bit there on that left foot.
But who am I to, criticize Joe Jusko?
Yeah, exactly. Who the fuck do you think you are?
Yeah. Or are.
That was Conan and Baylit, his one and only queen.
All right, here is your official werewolf representation for today. The classic Wolfman, the Lon Chaney Wolfman.
There you go.
Always
He's
lurking,
even wearing a
ready to
color.
give somebody a parking ticket.
Ready to
Or
give him a
ripped
good
into
old
shreds.
nip on the bum.
Yeah. Here's your Bernie Wrightson representation for today. I know you like some Bernie. Check that out.
Hell. Nice.
When I see you in hell.
Damn, that's cool.
Two-page spread from the graphic novel that Marvel came out with in the 80s, Hooky. I still have my copy, by the way.
What was it called? Hooky?
Hooky, yeah.
I don't think I had that one. Hey, Glenn.
Have you seen the Perfect 10 short promo animation by Andre Leia? No AI, says David Brink.
Cool.
Have you seen it?
Check it out. No.
Only 20. She be thick in the booty. I'm just saying.
Whoa,
hey, Glenn.
hello.
Doctor Strange design is horrible. Yeah, I can show you more classic Doctor Strange.
Genuine Dave in here somewhere?
Yeah. Genuine Dave. I had no.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that was yesterday, Tuesday. We didn't send him the link. Or is today Tuesday? I forget.
No,
today's Thursday.
Not Texas Dave. I said Genuine Dave, the Perfect 10.
Oh, Genuine Dave. No. But this is his trailer. Check it out.
Yes. Cool.
There you go.
Yeah, that's all right. And that looks like real animation. It doesn't look like
it was. It's probably AI. But for sure, it was chopped. My animation is like ViewMaster slides. What do you expect for Windows 7?
Yeah, Rex is running state of the art software.
Do it. Yeah, be better, Rex. Be better than
Medieval art, but it's state of the
medieval.
art.
Yeah, it's more iconic. I'll show you my stone stele collection. Only 4 days left. Galaxy Memorial Park. Probably less than that now. Over there on Fund My Comic. I've got one criticism. They put up a lot of information here, but the direct link doesn't seem to be there. You've got all these acknowledgments of things, but the link, to where I could just click on it and go over there is not there on the campaign, on the posting. I don't know, whoops. I mean, they always put a long, lengthy thing, but not the link. So, but Galaxy Memorial Park, getting ready to close. And a reminder, only 4 days, says Darren Wagner, left to grab Cyberfrog prequels. If you're looking for the Cyberfrog prequels, that's only got about 3 or 4 days left on it.
Getting ready for some Red Extermination.
Here you go. Classic, great George, not George, Ghost Rider, not George Rider, Ghost Rider, Metamorphosis cover, where he's changing into Ghost Rider. That's cool.
Oh, yeah, I got this one.
Issue number 6. That's very early on.
I got issue number 1 too. I gave it to Mama Hawk because Ghost Rider's her favorite character, so I gave her issue number 1.
Ghost Rider in the sky. Dr. Mass Retro Elixir dropping this bomb. Love this cover. Love it. Look at the shadows.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Look at that. The shadows over the logo. I've got to incorporate something like this in a book. This is
that's
awesome.
Cool. Look at the hand, the shadow coming across the mirror. Yeah, it's great.
And you see his face in the mirror as well. So they really do a double reveal reveal of what the shadow is.
Mob.
It's cool design. It's really neat. It's dope as AF,
Yes, sir.
Did you know that wireless AirPods emit 150 times more radiation than the ones with wires? If you're using them every day, or even worse, if your kids are, you're sending high levels of radiation directly into your brain. Think about the risk of constant exposure to this radiation, to this energy.
Yeah, I'm old enough, it's not going to make a difference.
Yeah, you only got 1 or 2 brain cells left anyway.
It's probably, self-treating my multiple cancers.
I like a lot of these versions of the Thing. I'm a big Thing fan. He's one of my favorite characters. But now I really like the Hanna-Barbera one down there at the bottom left
down
right
in the
hand
corner. I was going to say, that's the animated one there.
Thing Ring, do your thing. And then the rocks would come out of nowhere. Remember that?
Yeah, they would just assemble all over his body.
No matter what background they put him on, it didn't quite match up though.
No,
it was kind of strange, But who wouldn't want a ring that would turn you into the Thing? From Mike Grells, he says, sneak peek, this is a small section of my wraparound dust jacket painting for the upcoming Warlord Omnibus Volume 1.
Oh, no way.
Yes.
I'm going to have to get this.
You'll probably put it on Kickstarter where you can't get it.
Ah, bloody hell.
Oh, Omer. Well, you keep loving your thing. I mean, you may be the only one, but at least you love it.
That's right.
Yeah.
If you can't self-love, then who can you love?
And I had to leave Raul and T and Omer. He just goes, well, I want to go 10 more minutes and finish this drawing. And we've already been going. I can only carry you so far, sir. You're heavy. And I had to just drop out. Sorry about that.
All right, Rex. So, are you working tonight, buddy?
I am, yes. And I had to clock in shortly after 6. But we have to wish Jimmy Palmiotti a happy birthday. Today is his birthday.
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Yep. Happy birthday, Jimmy. So you're going to bow out and leave me the last 10 minutes, eh?
Looks that way.
Okay. All right.
Hey, hello. We love you. Have a great night.
That's fair.
Keep collecting.
Sudden and unexpected listed. Something strange is happening in Denmark. Boom, 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 boom. Farmers are reporting their cows are falling ill and refusing to eat their feed. But this isn't just any feed. It contains Bovera, I hope I said that right, a new synthetic additive designed to reduce methane emissions by disrupting the digestive system of cattle. There's That's right. It really works by muting one of nature's most miraculous system, the uh, ruminant gut microbiome. Why? Because cows burp and fart. So they're messing with the cattle now and putting this synthetic feed, and they're refusing to eat and the feed because they know something's up. It's causing them probably gas and indigestion. Happy birthday, Jimmy. Yeah. Wouldn't Warlord be published by DC? Yeah. So maybe he's working in with DC. Maybe it's going to be thick, girthy, and heavy. Yeah. Who's lying to who? I mean, who's lying to who? Uh, Amy Heckerlings. Why can't people have normal names? Easy to pronounce. Fast Times at Ridgemont High opened in theaters 43 years ago, 1982. My brother saw it. I did not. Saw it on TV years and years later. Don't like Sean Penn. On August 13th, 1952, Hound Dog was first recorded by Millie Mae Big Mama Thornton in Los Angeles. Thornton's song sold over 500,000 copies. That was big back in 1952. It's big today. 500,000 copies and spent 14 weeks on the R&B chart, including 7 weeks at #1. And then, of course, Elvis Presley would take up the song and make it even more popular, or just as popular. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. He was definitely rhythms and blues inspired. Alien versus Predator opened in theaters 21 years ago in 2004. I saw that at the theater where it all takes place in Antarctica. They find a pyramid and everything. It was an okay movie, Had a black leading female actress. Pink Floyd The Wall opened in U.S. theaters 43 years ago in 1982. I went to see that at the theater as well. Pink Floyd's The Wall. That was cool. Did you? Were you even alive? If you were alive, were you old enough to go see it? Bonnie and Clyde. Now, I was too young to watch this movie. Later saw it on TV, probably edited for commercials. Bonnie and Clyde, starring Warren Beatty and a young Faye Dunaway, which looked hot in that, opened in theaters 58 years ago in 1967. Ben Stiller's Tropical Thunder opened 17 years ago. I don't think I have seen that. It came out in 2008, but I would like to see Rodney Downey Jr.'s portrayal in that for sure. Many, many different means. Let me show you what it is to play a black man, apparently. I don't know. Jason Goes to Hell, the final Friday, premiered in theaters 32 years ago in 1993. I don't know that I've seen all the Jason movies. I was kind of keeping up with them, but there's been so many over the years. Um, a classic Disney, Bambi, premiered in theaters 83 years ago in 1942. And I actually have pictures of Bambi that I've taken. I can't remember if I did it on a digital camera, or if I did it on my phone, but I have pictures of two unpublished Disney, a Bambi by one of the animators, sort of developmental watercolor, and could probably never get the rights. Maybe under fair use, maybe I could show those pictures. I did get permission by the family that owned them. But yeah, I've got a couple of images of Bambi that no one's ever seen. Devo released their song Whip It 45 years ago in 1980. As I said earlier, South Park 28 years ago in 1997 came out on Comedy Central. Big Mix. I don't remember this cereal at all. Big Mix. Kellogg's Big Mix. You ever seen Kellogg's Big Mix back in the day? I don't think I ever did. I don't go down the sugar kill me aisle. That came out in 1990. And as I said, Monster Squad came out today, 38 years ago in 1987. So it'll be coming up on 40 years in a couple years. Steve Martin turns 80. I mentioned that. He's a wild and crazy guy. Gotta love that Newsweek cover. I actually worked on Newsweek for a while at World Color. We had that contract. Look at that. He's drinking a Tab. He was used to eating beans. Single white female, Bridget Fonda. I want to ask, who's Bridget Fonda related to? Which Fonda? Whose daughter is that in the Fonda family? She's got to be related to one of the Fondas, right? Single white woman, released 33 years ago in 1992. I did not see that movie. Does anybody know who Bridget Fonda is related to? Google it. Do it. Do it. We want to know. Do it. No, do it. Do it. Rocky Horror Picture Show premiered 50 years ago today, August 14th, 1975. A different set of Jaws on the poster. A different set of Jaws. Bum, 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 bum. Not scary at all. Not scary. Cult classic movie, though. This is kind of creepy. This robe and axe belonged to Giovanni Bugaretti, who served as the official executioner for the Pope from 1796 to 1864. Over the course of his career, he carried out 514 executions. Wow, that's some metal stuff there. Hey, Elsie, it's good to see you. Your mom drank Tab. God bless her heart. My mom turns 90 tomorrow, so we're going to celebrate her birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday. Yeah, thankfully it's not Jimmy Carter, failed president. Then Obama came along, and then Biden came along. Oh my gosh. Now Jimmy Carter doesn't look too bad. Preston Acevedo says, just finished my second LOK book, whatever that is, commissioned, currently open again. So Preston Acevedo commissions are open for a limited time. I'm tempted. I really am. I'm tempted. I'd like to get all my covers done, you know, while the artists are alive. Shin Godzilla monster giveaway incoming. One lucky winner will get 2 tickets to Shin Godzilla in 4K along with a gift card. Giveaway ends August 7th. Here's the information on that. There you go. A lot of lizard representation today. And if you can't read that, you follow him on X. I don't know that I do. I'm not entering this, but you want a little shit, very disturbing, sort of maniacal looking Shin Godzilla figure. If you want that, I'll give you the link for it. I don't know if this is a real thing. I think it is. Breast milk ice cream just launched nationwide and it's going viral. Well, yeah. I don't know. Would you try some breast milk ice cream? I don't think I would. I like the breast, but not that much. The Thing by David Aiken. Aiken, I guess it's Aiken. Very nice thing. Where's the blue eyes? Blue eyes, baby's got blue eyes. Nice thing. Very rocky. Very rocky. I like what he did in the background too. Joe Ball, King Toad Incorporated. Death, Death, Death. In color. I want this book. I'd like to have both versions, really. Even the color versions look dope. Black and white and grayscale, though, look dope too. But that looks kind of psychedelic. A lot of things going on there. He's going for good, strong imagery. Good, strong imagery. You know why I don't think I'm getting all my posts? I just don't update the page. Duh, Rex. Duh. Because I think I do have them all. The Porsche P1, Porsche's first car in 1898, was fully electric. It featured a 3 HP motor, could run 80 kilometers per charge, and had regenerative braking, decades ahead of its time. And I wonder what that thing cost. I think they kind of virtually had to put the seating in there. That's why that blue, it looks kind of wonky. It looks like a wagon bed. Early car. Does this unlock anybody's memory? Any of you? I think I've done that. Aqua Gun. I don't know if I played Aqua Gun or not, but that looks like fun. Yeah. And that darn rifle was always on a short leash on a chain there. I would have lost many a quarter to that thing. You want hefty and thick? Here's you a hefty and thick Red Sonja. Omer. Now that's hefty and thick. And if you can get past the sword and to, the way to a woman's heart and past the little armor, you know, maybe you can get with it. As I reported, Frank Frazetta on Omer's show, Frank Frazetta tried to report yesterday, but we were talking. Frank Frazetta's painted cover for Eerie #8 Queen Kong, 1977 Star Wars here, is coming up for Sarah Frazetta. Says this long time in private hands painting is coming up for sale in Heritage Auction. It'll be interesting to see what this goes for. And yes, that is the Chrysler building in the background. Cool piece. I bet that goes for $1 million, several million. Who knows? Yeah, this is what I always remember when I think of Doom. This cover right here, absolutely, where Iron Man and them are squaring off. Great story too, where they go back to sort of medieval times, sort of a time travel story. That was a multiple issue thing. That is John Romita Jr. artwork, by the way. Some very nice John Romita Jr. artwork. I have not seen this cover. I love these painted covers of Mystique in her run. Number 17 here. That's pretty cool, where she's very gigantic, unnatural, part 4 of 5. I'll have to get this cover. Mystiques, I've got several of those Mystiques. I think I probably got them when I bought at the comic book shop. $100,000, you think? That seems low to me for that piece. I think it's going to go well over 100,000. Elsie. Wow. Yeah, she'd be thick. She'd be thick, Gomer. Thick with a sword. Kind of sounds like my ex-wives. Anyway, here's you another Dr. Doom by one of my favorite Doomsters. Dumpsters? John Byrne. John Byrne, Dr. Doom. Yeah, very Kirby-esque, Of course, his first comic book was the first appearance of Dr. Doom in Fantastic Four number 5. So, yeah. Alexander Gorbut. I'm sorry, Alexei Gorbut. I think he's Russian artist. Here's another piece from Cheese Wizard Comics that he did. He's the artist I featured a couple days ago. So another piece that he's kind of posted there. So cool. And yes, Mr. Magoo. Ralph Mr. Not Mr. Howe, not in that picture. This sexy lady. This is sexy lady picture. Yeah, check that out. Very nice. Just got a Byrne sign. Fantastic Four 237. Cool. That's cool. Send it to me. Elsie did send me some Avengers artwork. Here's some Nick D. Rington artwork. Interesting. Kind of reminds me of Frank Quietly a little bit in the way these things are executed. The Watcher with the Fantastic Four, Herbie with the Ultimate Nullifier. No, that's just wrong. That's just wrong. Ultimate Nullifier does not need to be in Herbie's hands. Nice thing. Nice uplighting on that. That's nice. Yeah, this is the one that really looks like Frank Quietly to me. But it's not. Cool piece. That neat artwork. Yeah, here's that Pitt, if you haven't seen it. Pitt etch card. So cool. I may have to get a midnight card. Maybe a badge, I've been thinking about giving her a badge at a certain point in her crime fighting career, maybe like Matt Dillon from Gunsmoke. See what I did there? And have her as a U.S. Marshal for a short time or something. 59 backers from 500, says Peter Sametti on King Cryptid 10 through 13. The campaign is waiting for it to come up here. You really didn't mean to click on it, but I can. In demand, $6,444. So King Cryptid 10 through 13, and you can get the alternative versions, and I do need to do that Monday and get caught up on my King Cryptid, and then maybe I'll back this one as well. Very, very cool. Oh, here's that Bill Gates coding thing. Yeah, it's scary. Love this Superman. Great, man. A lot of power. Look at that. That's the way Superman needs to be right there. Like the debris, almost like Kirby Crackle. Lots of speed lines. I do work tonight, Elsie. Yes, I do work tonight. And I'm probably going to go down win. And yeah, thanks for cutting me off. I'm looking at the time, running overtime here. There's just so much I didn't get to. Maybe I'll do a bonus stream when I get in late tonight. Who knows? Anyway, I'll say keep collecting because I do have to clock in a little bit earlier tonight. I'm not even sure why. It's 6 something. So don't want to be late, turn into a pumpkin. Anyway, we will see you tomorrow on the 4 o'clock shadow. Hopefully, cross your fingers. You know, I try.